hasn't been done yet tonight, let's have a pledge of allegiance.
Yeah, you can do it. Do it.
Hasn't been done at my meeting.
Okay.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
See, the voices from Michael fills the room. Go around the room, call out your name for a roll call, please. Sorry, Gary, please.
Gary Sullivan.
Sean Peterson.
Lindsay Sharkey.
Dr. Law.
Dean Gorman.
Linda Fedor. Lisa Garrett.
Stephanie let me know that she was not going to be here. In her absence, I will extend voting privileges to you, Lisa. Okay. The first item on our agenda is the acceptance of the minutes from June 3rd. Do we have any corrections or changes that need to be made? If not,
I move we accept the minutes.
okay. Motion to accept the minutes by Don. Do I have a second?
Second.
That's motion by Don, seconded by Lynn. Any other discussion? All right, all those in favor of accepting the minutes from June 3rd, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I'll abstain.
One abstention. All right, we have one item of business for tonight, and as the first selectman alluded to, this is basically a formality, but it's to act upon the request for uses of $1.2 million from the fund balance as suggested by the Board of Selectmen for the budget fiscal year 2025-2026. Do I have any discussion that wants to be made at this time? If not, I will look for a motion.
What does for selectmen, what part of the bylaw that this takes into account?
I think it has to go.
What article?
Yeah, I don't know the exact article off the top of my head. Do you?
Is that one I sent you?
Research general statutes.
Bylaws.
Oh, our bylaws.
Yeah, he mentioned
Or
bylaws.
bylaws.
And
There really isn't anything in there. We looked at the bylaws for the Board of Finance. We also looked at the town charter. The attorney reviewed both of those and said it's the budgetary duty during the time of a budget where the Board of Finance has the authority to make that action.
Okay. And this is
State
part of
statute
that correspondence here.
Now, the correspondence there also shows you a state statute that verifies that.
All right. Can I see the roll call?
Make a motion.
Yep.
That the Board of Finance approve the Board of Selectmen request to allocate 1.2 million out of the fund balance to, go towards the balancing budget. Thank you. Balance the budget.
So we have a motion to approve the request suggested by the Board of Selectmen to use $1.2 million from the fund balance for the budget fiscal year 2025, 2026. Motion been made by Linda. Do I have a second? Okay. Motion has been made by Linda, seconded by Don. Is there any other discussion?
You do realize you're about to step on a pile of shit now, right? Before you vote. Just
How
to
do
let
you
you
mean?
know,
How do you mean?
you'll be facing this next year, again. You're just delaying the issue, that's all.
And what issue is that? What, I mean, could you be more specific, please?
You have to make up 1.2 million next year. How much more can we cut to go to zero, let's say?
Without the one, adding.
How much?
With or without this, yeah.
Yeah, without this.
Without this, so if we didn't use 1.2, and it's like 669,000, so 1.869 million.
I'm just not comfortable using that much more out of it.
Any other thoughts?
It's been allocated, do we have to vote on this? We have to put it forward? Or it's already been put forward?
Well, it was put
This is a
forward.
formality,
It's a
it?
formality, basically. When we had one of our previous meetings, a motion was made to include it. And I believe that motion was passed 6-1. Can you correct me on that if I'm wrong?
What's that?
When we went into motion to include the one.
Oh, yeah, I voted against it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, and I think you were the only one, right?
I believe so.
Okay, okay.
If we don't do this,
Mm-hmm.
$1.2 million, that would have to be added back into that, which would be almost another mill.
At this point, we're too far in. We're too far in.
I agree.
But
We
we're
added-
aware that next year we're in trouble.
Right. But we'll have to add another mill now to the proposed thing instead.
Well, if we follow, I understand what he's saying, if we go with what.
Right, we're gonna be in trouble
If it's the same next year,
Next year, we're gonna be in trouble.
we're gonna several mill increase.
We don't write out for sure.
Do you know that the other I was
We
very much,
We don't know anything for sure.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if I'm not gonna die when I walk up this parking lot, but I'm not gonna plan on dying when I walk up the parking lot. I'm living my life going forward. So, we just gotta be careful. I think we're too far in, we gotta push it along, but we put ourselves in a very bad position for next year. And what really irritates me is the fact that people are running around town telling everybody to keep cutting their budget, keep cutting their budget. Their budget isn't being cut. We're reducing their asks. Their asks were ridiculous this year.
Right.
And
Right,
it's
we
just
didn't-
gotten crazier and crazier.
Right, we didn't cut the budget,
We reduced the ask.
yeah, you're right.
And we haven't really cut the ask by much because we've got 1.2 million that was taken right out of the ask, so it doesn't even appear. They're all seeing a big increase already. It's just the tax increase now, is the other.
Well, you're looking at me, so I'm gonna.
I'm just, you're
No.
making it harder, so we're just looking, I'm sorry, I'll look this here. I'm sorry if I felt like I was picking on the spot, but I wasn't.
No, but it's, I'm just gonna piggyback what you said, we're too far in. I mean,
I'm not saying we're not, I'm agreeing with him that we need to be aware we're in trouble next year.
Well, I think going into it, once we get a budget passed, I think once, as I've said before, once one budget passed, we actually start working on the next one. And I think that there's certain things that we can really try to make part of the conversation early.
And I also hope that everybody sitting on the board now is considering running again, if their term is up, and not walking away and leaving us with this mess.
Bye.
Should we call the vote?
Is there any other discussion? All right, we have a motion on the floor. I will call for a vote at this time. I'll repeat it. Act upon a request for the usage of $1.2 million from the fund balance as suggested by the Board of Selectmen for the budget fiscal year 2025-2026. All those in favor, signify by raising your hand. All right. All opposed? Abstaining. All right. Motion carries 4 in favor, 1 opposed, 2 abstentions. And I appreciate your putting that out there because I think they're valid points, but like she said, we're far into this.
Yep.
But I think we really should start planning for next year as soon as this budget's passed.
We have a discussion in the future if you want.
Okay. Very good.
Now's not the time.
All right. At this point, I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn.
I just have one question.
Okay, sure.
You know, this is, to me, it's okay, we're done with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say we have to come back,
Mm-hmm.
Next Tuesday.
next week.
Yeah.
This isn't on the agenda, this is a special meeting.
Can I ask a question? Okay, I'll
But,
ask a
well, I'm
question.
not sure, this is a special meeting, it's not a talking point on the meeting, we have to
All right.
adjourn the
Why
meeting.
don't we adjourn?
And then you
You
guys
guys have
have
to
to
ask
discuss
any
it.
questions. Okay. So I have a motion to adjourn by Lynn. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Second by Sean. All in favor? Signify by saying aye. Opposed? You're opposed?
It didn't last long enough.
All right.